finally back. So today we're gonna do a get ready with me for work, and I'm also gonna talk about my accident and how I'm doing now. Everything is healed really good, luckily. As you can see, my face doesn't really have a lot of, just a tiny spot, and I do have some scar here above my lip, but that's it. My face came out very good, luckily. Only my hands still have some scars, but it's very minimal. So it started like my car was at the garage and I was on my way to get the car from my garage. It was a beautiful nice day, finally nice weather, the snow was finally gone, so I was like, I'm gonna walk. And then I was crossing over and it was green light and the fan came to the red light, and then I got hit by the fan and I don't remember anything in between because I was unconscious. So I remember waking up at the ground and I was like, so crazy how your brain works. My first thought was like, I'm gonna get my car, and then people around me are like, no, you have to sit down and wait for the ambulance. I was like, okay. So yeah, long story short, I got into the ambulance, went to the hospital, and then they gave me a brain scan to check if everything in my brain was still good and nothing was damaged. Luckily, nothing was damaged in my brain and my chest. Oh yeah, I also got 2 teeth that went up in my lip, and I had a hole in my head, so that had to be stitched up at the doctor's. So I went to the doctor and got stitches in my head, and she said like, you have to keep it moisturized your face to heal. So I used a tons of moisturizer, the Clinique moisture shirts, overnight mask, and this one were so good. And I used a lot of Laneige sleeping mask. And then I came back to take the stitches out of my head on a tons of moisturizer, basically mummified myself. So luckily it healed very nice. But now I feel way better. Took a nice rest for a few months, put my social media away, and it was actually quite nice. I never thought I would say this, but it was actually quite nice. But now I'm back. I'm ready to make content again for you guys like I love to do. So I'm starting off with Amber Lights. We're gonna do my signature look today. This is like I always do when I need a full glam. That will always work. And I apply it with my fingers so it has more pigment. I always put honey lust on top of it because I think Amber Lights is nice, but it's also kind of warm gold. So I like to make it a little bit more like champagne. Together they are perfect. Depends on the look. Of course you wanna do, but that's my preference. So now I'm going in with red into my crease. I always put Embark in the corner to give it a little bit more depth. And then I'm gonna tight line underneath my lashes with Glide or Die. This one is so amazing. I love waterproof product, and the reason why is because I'm not that kind of girl who likes to touch up during the day a lot. You know, like I never been like that, never will be like that. I like to keep things easy, do it once, maybe twice, and that's it. So here we go. So now we're gonna do my eyeliner. This is my least favorite part of doing makeup. I've been wearing eyeliner since I was 15 years old, so that is a long time ago. But lately I'm noticing my eyes is starting to getting a little bit lower, so I need to try new techniques now to make it look nice. So here we go. Hope for the best. So what I always do is make sure that you look straight ahead, and then I'm taking this inner corner and then you just go up till your eyes a little bit. If you have hooded eyes, you might want to do this a little bit. Then you go inward, fill in the gap, and then you have the wing. And then I start with the middle part. So now I'm gonna apply my mascara. This is the maccosmeticsk Elevated Mascara. So now I'm gonna start with my base. I'm gonna mix this too because I don't have my color right now. I don't know why, but I'm in a hurry. So we're gonna do what we gotta do. So we're gonna mix. This is NC40 and NC17. Bye. Okay, this is still a little bit dark. This is my winter color. See how light I am right now?
Me.
Yeah, but we will adjust it. Trust the colors. Ooh. It's a little bit orangey. Because it is kind of dark, I have to take it all the way here. Make sure if you use a darker color that you apply it everywhere, because you will notice if you forget the spot. So now I'm gonna use my concealer NW25. See how it all comes together, so don't worry if you use something a little bit darker, a little bit lighter, just make it work. You can do it. This is the old one. They are now reformulated into 36 hours and they are even better. So now the concealer is on. I'm just letting it dry and I'm gonna do my lips already because, like I said before, I'm already in a hurry. And that's really like my toxic trait or a good trait. I'm always on time, but I'm always in a hurry, if that even makes sense. So now I'm gonna apply my primer. This mine is broken. But this keeps your lipstick in place like almost all day. Eating, drinking, love it. Let it also dry for like a few seconds, minutes. And when the primer for my lips are drying, I'm just gonna blend my concealer. This works a little bit faster. So now I'm moving on with the lips. I'm starting off with the Lipliner Cherry. Apply Viva Heart. It's my favorite red lipstick. And if you buy the Viva Heart or the other Viva Glam lipsticks, you also give back to the community, so it's for a good cause. So that's all. Now I'm gonna set my face with powder. Make sure that the creases are gone before you set anything, because otherwise you will see all the lines. You want that. For my bronzer, I'm using the Gaia bronzer. This is my new favorite bronzer. I never heard of Gaia before until Milan, but it's so good. And last but not least, some blush. This is Petal Power. It's also one of my favorites. I want to thank everybody for all the kind messages and all the love I received after my accident. And I also got this cute Hello Kitty. I was a huge fan back in the days for Hello Kitty, so this makes me smile so much. Thank you so much. So cute. And now it's time to get back to work. So if you want to make a makeup appointment, you can book in the link in my bio on Instagram, or you can send me a mail or a text. And I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.